Okay, so this is Long's Peak where we are going, and this is what the mountain looks like from the east face. So if you are looking from like Loveland, Fort Collins area, the trailhead starts down here and you hike up this path. This trail goes off to Chasm Lake. The path that we're going to follow is going to be up here. This junction right here, I think, is the North Longs Peak Trail that goes back to like Bear Lake and what is that? Glacier's Gorge Trail. So we're going to go this way. We're going to follow the trail up this way. This is the boulder field, so you're kind of looking at it now from the north, and you'll take the boulder, follow through the boulder field up to this place. That is the Keyhole. Come around this way. And so if you were looking from like Bear Lake, this is kind of like the angle that you would see. You can kind of see these ridges over here, something like that. Anyway, from the Keyhole, then you're going to take the ledges. I think the ledges go somewhere like over this way to the trough. And then you have a nice, long, steady climb up the trough over to this ridge. This side is kind of like the west face of the mountain. And then you hit the spot that is called the Narrows, and this is now on the south side of the mountain. And then somewhere over here, I think this is the home stretch where you climb up right here, and then you're at the peak. So then coming back around, this shows you just once again from the east. You follow the trail. This is the boulder field to the Keyhole, the ledges, the trough, the Narrows, and the home stretch. And there you have it. Today is July 6th, and it is 2:23, not p.m. but a.m. and we are getting ready to leave our room to go to the trailhead for Long's Peak, and we hope to be leaving the trail by 3 o'clock in the morning. Woohoo! This is the day. All right. Good morning. It is almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and we are at the Long's Peak trailhead, and we're at elevation 9,405 feet, and we're going up to 14,256. And Cindy and I both have over 3 liters of water. We've got breakfast and lunch, and it's probably going to start getting light around 5 o'clock, so we'll be using our headlamps for the next few hours and going uphill. All right, we're looking forward to a good day. All right, we are at the boulder field here, or the Privies, right over here, and that's where we're going. First step is what is called the Keyhole, which is you can see it with my eyes, but not through the camera. Well, maybe you'll be able to see it. I think it's right down in here. So we got to climb across these boulders up to the Keyhole, and then back around to the back behind this, and then we'll be climbing up the home stretch behind here. If you turn around and look the other way, if you look down over here, you'll see the other parts of Rocky Mountain National Park. And we came up kind of from this way, and on our way back down, we'll kind of go down that way. How are you feeling this morning, Cindy?
Cold.
Okay.
Good.
All right. It was 47 degrees when we left the trailhead. I don't know what the temperature is now. It's probably going to start warming up since the sun is up, hopefully. There's the Keyhole again. And that's where we want to go. Looking back down over the boulder field. This is where we came from, and the trail goes over that ridge over there. Hanging in there. All right. We have been passing on what is called the ledges. We've been, what, maybe like 20 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes. Came from the keyhole, which is, I don't know, one of those little notches over there. Pretty beautiful sight already. We have to go that way. All right, we just made it to the trough. You can see the people walking up. We're going right up through there.
And down.
Yippee! We're gonna have to take our time. Here we are. We are at the top of the trough. One of the most rigorous. See, I'm so tired I don't even know what to say. This is one of the harder parts of the journey. Got a nice view down the canyon here. This little hole right here. We cross over that. It is really windy. Okay, just crossed the Narrows, and this should be the south side, right? Yeah. South side of the mountain. Some nice rock formations over here. My wife's already on her way up the mountain. All right, I better go catch up. Okay, today is, what is today? I think it's July 6th. Cindy and I are celebrating our anniversary a month and a half early. But we were in Colorado, and on our anniversary we're going to be packing to go back to Nigeria. I dragged my wife up to the top of a mountain that is 14,256 feet. We're sitting right now at the top of that mountain. We're just a little bit higher than Pikes Peak. We left at about 3 o'clock in the morning from the trailhead, that is, and got here at 9:30, so that's not too bad. A couple of dangerous places along the way. We just took it slow, just to be safe. I think that the hot tub is going to feel really nice tonight. Happy This is what it looks like at the summit of Long's Peak. You can see there's some other people that came up here today. Some people are already back down the mountain. They're much more athletic than we are. I'm just going to do a 360 view. One of the really cool things from up here, we are at the highest point of Rocky Mountain National Park. So on every edge of the mountain, you can go and just look and see for a long ways. All right, we just passed, we came down the home stretch, and we've already come across the Narrows. That means now we have to come through the trough, which is down this way. But isn't this just a beautiful view? My wife says no, she wants to leave. Let's go, let's start moving. All right, here we are, back at the keyhole at what time? 12:27?
12:27.
12:27, so 12:30. We're now down close to, or we're at the Chasm Lake Junction. I think that might be Chasm Lake. There's Pikes, Long's Peak above us. And it's somewhere in the mid-afternoon, like around 3 o'clock or something. And we still have 3.5 miles to go, and it is all downhill. Woohoo! Phew! Cindy and I are just now getting back to the Longs Peak trailhead. We left at 3 o'clock this morning and we climbed to the very top of Longs Peak. It took us 6.5 hours to get there. We rested at the top for about a half an hour and then we started coming back down, and it took us about 7 hours to get down. The weather was just absolutely beautiful today, so there wasn't a big rush in coming down, but that last half mile was one of the longest half miles I've ever walked. By the way, Longs Peak is on the top 20 list of the world's most dangerous hikes that don't require equipment. Just had to add that in there. We're going to go back to our cabin and enjoy some pizza and probably go to sleep early tonight.